Daily routine is very important for creatures like myself. On a daily basis, every single morning, I usually wake up same time at about 5 a.m. Hydrate with some water, eat something, get something in my stomach, nothing too big, but I get something going. And then a little bit of coffee, which I sip on throughout the day, and go if I can be quiet. So I go watch the sunrise or take a walk, something to give myself a little bit of time just to do nothing. Okay. And then when I get back from that, I'll usually read a little bit, do a little bit of prayer and meditation as well. So not always. I try to though. And then it's time to really focus on work. Jmarqeting, cold calling, checking emails, getting the calendar set up, making sure my events are set up for the live streams for the day, things like that. And let's see here. Just want to make sure I got everything set up properly, and then we'll just get right into the calls. Tomorrow, we're doing a paid online event. So the first of the month and every first of the month in every market in the United States, and I guess probably anywhere in the world, is a very big day for expired listings. There's the most expired listings that come off of the market on the first of the month, every single marketplace. So the entire day we focus on expired listings, all the new stuff from tomorrow, the previous months as well, because it's not always about the brand new leads. A lot of times it's the older stuff that's going to convert. So tomorrow, and I'll put a link to the event, we're going to be doing expired listing day event. So we're going to go over, do some coaching and some training on how to approach expired listings, talk about the mindset of the people that we're going to be calling, talk about some common objections, some common rebuttals, basically 101 type work of expired listings. I started prospecting and cold calling expired listings over 4 years ago. It was one of my first targets when it came to listing appointments. I had a client that I was working with, a realtor. Now she's a broker owner down in Key West. And she had me follow Coach Barino. And a lot of you guys know, either you follow him or you've seen me talk about him and repost his stuff. But Barino was one of the first coaches that I started following when it comes to real estate marketing and real estate cold calling. And still to this day, I follow his stuff. And I just put a link to the event for tomorrow in both Facebook and YouTube, so you guys have that. And he's one of probably a handful of realtor, broker, now coaches, trainers, consultants, mentors that I follow that help me a lot, guys. I've got to be very good at what I do. However, on a daily basis, I'm learning stuff. I'm seeking knowledge, new stuff, applying it, seeing what works, making it better, making me better, which in turn makes the results better. So enough out of me. We're going to be doing that event tomorrow. There's a link there. There's a link to my cold calling group. Cold Calling Isn't Dead. We have over 160 professionals in there that use the phone to be able to create relationships in their business. Real estate, mortgage, solar, a lot of different types of salespeople that are in the group, as well as marketers and virtual assistants as well. And you'll see over the next coming days and the coming weeks and the coming months that I'm going to be rolling out a lot of coursework and a lot of series type videos and podcasts in regards to coaching and training you guys to get you to a level to where you're prospecting yourself and you're converting 3 or more listings on a monthly basis. I just posted a video that I made a couple of days ago on YouTube about how I vet out the realtors and brokers that I work with. Because just because a realtor or broker finds me through my marketing and they want to hire me, doesn't necessarily mean that we're a good fit for me, for them, and them for me. So I've developed some minimum requirements. And so if you guys can check out that video, I'll put a link to it so you guys can have that as well. Make sure you guys check that out. let's see, I just copied that and I'll put it in the comments here. This is the video on YouTube about my minimum requirements that I have for realtors and brokers that I work with. So if you guys want to check that out, that'd be great. And if you're just joining the live stream, please and share the stream. It would mean the world to me, as well as like and follow jmarqeting, or subscribe on YouTube and turn the bell on so you get notified when I go live or when I post new content, okay? And I do this stuff to be able to make you guys get better. So if there's anything that I can do to help, that's what I'm here for. I do offer a lot of my services for free and tell you guys a lot of inside knowledge and hacks and tips and best practices for free. However, I do have some paid content as well, and I'll start rolling out more, and that's where the bread and butter is. However, if you just did the free content, there's a lot of stuff that you can learn as well. In fact, today at 10:15, I'm going to be doing a coaching call live. One of my students, Tommy, he started following me about a month ago, and he's been in the business for about 6 months already. So he's about 7-8 months into being a real estate agent in the Bay Area. So Tommy started following me about a month ago, and just following my free stuff, just following my live streams, and we've talked a few times. And Tommy had, before he had a little bit of a fear of hopping on the phone and making cold calls, which is understandable. A lot of you guys have that. I still have that sometimes before I make calls. However, Tommy got Red X. He's been cold calling for FSBOs and geo leads. Tommy is cold calling 3 hours a day consistently now, and he's starting to really enjoy it. We talk on a daily basis, and we're going to do a coaching call with Tommy to kind of see where he is and give him some tips and some hints and some hacks, and just do some ongoing coaching. And so I'm going to do that live, and I'm going to post the link to that now so you guys have that if you wanted to come check that out. And so that way you guys will get an idea of what my coaching looks like. Just in case you were interested in coming on board with my coaching and consulting programs. And that's more of a one-on-one type thing. Of course, I'm going to have these paid events where it's $1 or $2 or $5 for the event. But then we also have programs where we'll do one-on-one coaching. I'll have you make phone calls live with me, and I'll stop you and pause and be like, hey, maybe why don't you try this? Or, hey, that was great. Keep doing that. Just basic stuff like tonality, matching the tone of the person that you're calling, knowing the mindset of the person, to know how to approach that, your mindset, talking about different types of targets, off-market stuff, for sell by owners, for rent by owners, circle prospecting. I can do shows and shows and shows for days and days and days, and have events and trainings and programs for all the stuff that I've learned over 22 years of being in the business. So that's what I'm going to start rolling out, is more of a brain dump. And I'm going to try to organize it as much as possible in kind of like in courses. And that way you guys are able to get to a level to where you're able to prospect and convert leads on your own. And you're able to start doing 3 transactions or more a month. Because let's do the math real quick. Average price point, at least in Sacramento, for a home is about $300,000. On a listing side, you're going to charge 3%. That's a $9,000 commission. 3 times 9, that's $27,000 gross commission on a monthly basis. Now, that's just the starting point. Of course, you have your fees and stuff like that with your broker. But if you could start grossing on a monthly basis over 20 grand from some of my coaching and training, it's a win-win, guys. And that's what I'm here to do, is help you guys get to that level, okay? And, that's not unheard of. Doing 3 transactions or more a month, that's really where you guys want to be. Enjoying a quality of life that you've really never been able to, for me, I came from nothing. My parents made sure that I had everything that I needed growing up. However, they weren't wealthy. They were very hardworking, and they still are. And so it wasn't like I was, born privileged. I've had to work for every single thing that I have, and I don't have a lot, but the things that I have, I'm very grateful for. And so when it comes to my marketing and my training and my cold calling, I'm very passionate about it, because it's really something that a skill set that I've developed that I love. And me being able to share that with you guys, it means a lot to me. So let me go ahead and get into these calls. Enough of the sappy stuff. let's go ahead and just start making some calls here. And we're going to do that for about a half an hour and see if we can get somebody on the phone here and see if we can make something happen. Okay. And as always, in the comments for everybody that's viewing, let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what you do in the sales and marketing industry. If you're in real estate, mortgage, if you sell insurance, whatever it is that you do, I'd like to know. Okay, so we're using the Vulcan 7 prospecting platform. What I'm working with is a broker in Tampa, St. Pete down in Florida. And I set appointments for his entire team. And they're doing great. You know, they were doing great before they came to me. However, I've been able to set up a lot of appointments for them, and they're listing a lot of property, helping a lot of people from the calls that I'm making. And it all starts with dials. That's what we're going to do right now. All right, on to the next. Let's do this.
Hello?
Hi, Kenneth.
Yeah.
Jeremy over at Frank Albert Realty about your property you're selling.
Okay.
Did you get that sold or is it still available?
Still available.
Great. And it looks like, is that a condo?
No, it's a house.
Oh, okay. 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 134,000. Have you gotten any offers yet?
We just dropped the price to 129.9. Not yet, but we got a bunch of people scheduled to look at it.
129.9, you said.
It's 888 square feet, 2-bedroom, 1 bath.
Do you guys live there or is it vacant?
It's vacant. It was a rental for 10 years.
Okay. Time to unload it, huh?
That's right. Time to go. I had 6 rentals and I'm selling them.
Well, now's a good time to do it.
Yeah, real estate market's kind of peaking.
So if my company had a buyer, are you offering a commission for that?
Yeah, 2%.
Okay, fantastic. And if for some reason you can't get the price point that you need, are you going to work with a realtor to list it?
Am I going to work with a realtor to list it for 6%?
Without the numbers being...
No, sure.
No, I don't know what the commission is. I'm just an assistant here. My question was, if you can't sell it on your own, are you going to plan to list it? That was my question.
No, if I can't sell it on my own in a couple of months, I'll just re-rent it. I can get $1,000 a month for it, and I don't have a mortgage on it. So it only costs me $200 a month to own it. So I'll just rent it for $1,000 a month and make $800 a month on it for a while.
Got it. So you're getting $1,000 a month?
I was getting $900, but the rents have gone up, so I get $1,000 a month for it now.
Completely understand. So if one of our agents had a buyer, how much time do you need in advance to show it?
Just usually they have somebody to show it. Just one day I only live a half hour away. I live at Dunedin, so the house is only 35 minutes away.
Got it. What I'd like to do is have one of our buyer's agents, Chris or Chandler, take a look at it tomorrow or the next day. Is that something that we can set up?
Yeah, we could do that. Actually, I have an appointment up there Friday at 10 o'clock if you want to send someone by then. I'm actually another realtor is showing it to somebody.
Can I have somebody come by before or after?
Yeah, let me do this.
How about I
double check with this other.
I was just going to say, how about I pencil it in for 11 a.m. We can confirm by text.
Yeah, that would be fine. 11 sounds good. What was your name again?
I'm Jeremy. I'm the lead appointment setter here at Frank Albert Realty. I'm just an assistant. And what I'll do is when we get off the phone is text you the name of the agent that I'm going to assign it to, so you have that info. And as long as 11 a.m. works on Friday, he or she will be there.
Okay. All right. Is there any way they could get there at 9 o'clock on Friday?
Let me take a look at the calendar because, okay. Yeah, actually, that actually worked better. Let's do 9 a.m.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. All right, let me do this. I'm going to need to call someone back because I need to double check with the other agent to make sure that 10 o'clock Friday is fine for them because they sent me a text yesterday. I spoke to her this morning and she said 10 o'clock Friday, but she sent me a text yesterday because I had an appointment yesterday, but she had to cancel it. She said it was going to be 12 o'clock Friday in the text, but when I talked to her this morning, she said it would be 10 o'clock Friday. So give me your phone number there, and I'll call her right now and call you right back.
Well, or I can text you as soon as we get off with our information, and we can confirm or reschedule by text if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'll text you as soon as we get off the phone with a link to our website, the name of the agent that will be scheduled to come by, and then you can confirm if 9 o'clock works or not, and if we need to, we can just change the time.
Okay, that's fine.
And do you go by Ken or Kenneth?
Ken, K-E-N.
Got it, Ken. I'm Jeremy. Again, Frank Alberts Realty. I'll shoot you that info now, and we'll see you Friday unless otherwise discussed over text.
Okay, Jeremy, I appreciate it.
Have a good day.
You too, bye.
All right, guys. So right now he's in a buyer only stage. So basically, but here's the thing. He dropped the price from 134 down to 129. He's already reduced it by $5,000. So when they're doing for sale by owners, guys, these guys need help. They truly need somebody to be helping them, because if he had just hired a realtor like somebody on our team initially, he wouldn't. There's the commission right there, right? So that's why he's trying to avoid paying that commission. This whole headache can be relieved by him just hiring somebody and letting them handle it. Most for sale by owners, when they do sell it on their own, which is rare, they always lose more by reducing that price way more than if they just would have paid a commission. So I'm going to get somebody on our team to go by Friday at 9 and then meet with him and then go over everything and let them do their thing from there. My job is to get my team face to face and allow the agent that shows up to be able to do their thing and convert that into a listing. Now, we might even have a buyer. You never know. So I have a face-to-face set, 9 a.m. Friday. We'll confirm by text, and then we just move on to the next one here, guys. Real simple. That's what we do all day, every day. That's what we do. All right. First conversation of the day, appointment on calendar. Not a bad way to start the last day of September. We're going hard in the paint today, guys. We want to try to set as many appointments as possible to end September strong. Now, you notice that I never once, or I never will, lie to them and tell them that we have a buyer and we're going to be bringing a buyer. That's our way to get in the door, but we don't mislead them to make them think that we're bringing a buyer. I simply asked, are you working with buyers agents that bring a buyer? And then when I set the appointment, he knows that it's just the agent coming by. Okay, so that's an opportunity from the agent to create that relationship. And even if we don't get the listing on that appointment, it's something that we'll nurture until they're ready. Now, if he sells it on his own, great. But you heard him. He has other property as well. So creating that relationship is ideal. So at some point down the line, even if we don't help him with this transaction, we will be able to earn his business at some point throughout a lifespan of selling real estate. It's not always about the deal right now, guys. Real estate is a lifelong business. And so just because you don't get a deal now, it doesn't mean that you won't be able to help them later on. It's a relationship-based business. And so you got to have that mindset. It's not always about the deal right now. I know a lot of you guys got to pay your bills, pay your mortgage, that type of thing, but you can't have that mindset. Otherwise, when you get on the phone with these people, they're going to hear that. And when you have commission breath, they're not going to want to hear that. They're just going to move on to the next. Why would they deal with somebody who's all about them and their pocket compared to helping them with their home and their needs? If you help enough people, you're going to get paid, but you can't have that as a motive. I'm just going to put this on calendar and then send Ken that text. And then we'll move on to the next year. So I'm just doing the admin work. Just got done setting an appointment with a let's see, what was the price point? $129,000 unit. Okay, so I'm going to send him that text. Going to assign that to one of our agents. Put her on the text as well. Include the broker on the text as well so he knows what's going on. Just going to on there as well so he has that contact info. Just confirm the appointment and open the conversation up there. And then we'll move on to the next call here. Just a moment. Okay, this is going to be an expired listing from a couple of days ago. This is a $1,750,000 property. Wonder why it didn't sell. It might be overpriced. That's not my job to qualify, but usually when a home of that price range doesn't sell and it expires, it's because it's overpriced. Okay, so I got that text message sent to Ken. And just make sure that it's on calendar. I'm going to download the recorded call. Five-minute call. Got to be able to multitask when you're going through these processes and systems. There's no rush, though, because you want to make sure you do it right. All right, so it's on calendar. Let me just text the broker and the agent so they know. Let me just check the chat box, see if you guys have any questions. Right. It's going to be 8:28. Got about 15, 20 more minutes of dialing here. Connection's running a little bit slow this morning. Nothing I can do to control that. I'm going to go ahead and share this stream a few places so more people can come in that want to view. The agent that I assigned it to just confirmed that she received the calendar invite and she's on it. All right, let's move on to the next. This is a just sold call.
Hello?
Hi, this is Jeremy with Frank Albert's Realty calling for Gardy.
Yes, sir. I know. What is this about?
This is about your house that we just sold right down the street from your house. You're still on Butterfield, right?
Yes.
Well, just calling everybody in the neighborhood because we just sold 5905 Tulip Flower Drive in just one weekend. So I was just calling to see if there's anything that we can do to help you.
Oh, no. We are not selling yet, my friend. Thank you.
Never?
No, not yet. No. We don't even thinking about that right now. But it will come in one day, okay?
Well, if you were to do something, do you have a realtor that you would work with?
Okay, I got you. No, I got it. I just got nobody right now, but right now I don't work right now. I'm working from this phone over here.
If you were to sell your property, do you...
I got your email. I just got your email, okay? If I need something, but right now I'm not moving.
Let us know if we can help.
Okay, no problem.
So you said he has my email. I didn't give him my email. That's okay. So he's not interested in doing anything right now, but it doesn't mean that he won't ever do something. So we'll just put him in for a follow-up in 6 months and move on to the next. Again, these are just sold calls. This is around a property that was sold in one weekend. This property that was sold started with a call that I made. The realtor on the team went out and listed the very next day, and then the property sold in just 2 days. So what we do is we call around the property all of the neighbors in about a quarter-mile radius to see if anybody else is considering selling. Because usually when one property sells, 3 or 4 in the neighborhood go up for sale as well. So again, these are just sold calls, calling around a property that I set up. I made a call to a for sale by owner. One of our agents went out and met with the seller, got the property listed that day, and then in less than a week. Hi, I'm calling for William or Deborah.
This is William.
Hey, William, Jeremy over at Frank Albert's Realty. Are you still over on Bloomingdale?
Yes.
Okay, real quick, we just sold your neighbor's property over on Tulip Flower, so I was just calling to see if there's anything we can do to help you.
It's not on Bloomingdale, though, right?
Yeah, just around the corner on Tulip Flower. We sold a property in just 2 days, so I was just calling to see if there's anything you guys are planning on doing.
Well, I'm right on Bloomingdale Avenue.
You're not planning on selling ever?
Well, if the price is right, also.
Of course, right? Well, as you know, the market's super hot right now, and what I was calling to do is put some numbers together for you and have one of our agents call you and go over those numbers with you.
Well, I don't care about listing it. I would, I don't know. I'd sell it for somebody come up with. If I got $500,000 cash out of it, I'd take it.
Well, I'm not an appraiser, so I don't know for sure what the properties are going for. But like I said, I can run some numbers for you and send that over to you.
I've already had numbers run on it. I don't have it listed, but I have a couple agents that are looking. You know, if they find somebody who wants to buy on Bloomingdale, they'll contact me. But I don't want to go through a listing. And but anyway, yeah, I'm just not at this time, I guess.
Well, just so you know, the property over on Tulip Flower sold in just 2 days, and so the neighborhood's really desirable right now, and we have buyers that are interested. So that's why I was calling, because.
No, I understand that's a neighborhood though. I built a house on Bloomingdale right there on oh gosh, I don't know what the road is next door, but I'm hardly ever over there. But I've had a daycare center there for 40 years.
So it's a unique property.
Two buildings. Yeah, I may. I've been thinking about turning it back into a house because I may get more money for it. But,
it's a daycare now?
I don't know what. Yeah, it is. It's been daycare for 40 years since 1981. So, but I've thought about. I don't know what a house on Bloomingdale Avenue would sell for. Somebody could buy it, sit on it as their homestead, and then sell it in 2 or 3 years for $1 million. You know. So.
Let me just ask you a flat-out question here. Now,
sure.
Hypothetically, if we can get it sold without affecting the amount that you want to net, meaning with our commission, without affect.
I don't care how you do it. I just need $500,000 out of it.
Need $500,000.
And that's that's before taxes. I know, but I'm gonna owe taxes on that too.
Yep.
It's not a homestead anymore. But
so
anyway, that's what I'm looking at.
If one of our agents just runs some numbers and they think that they can get you that $500,000, would it be okay for them to reach out and go over that with you?
Yeah, just let me give you my email.
Okay.
It's Buddy Gibbs, BUDDYGIBBS.
Yep.
1861 at gmail.com.
Buddy Gibbs 1861 at gmail.com.
That's it.
So you go by Buddy?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm Jeremy. I work with Frank Albert's Realty. Courtney Poe, the agent that sold that property down the street, will run these numbers and reach out to you if it makes sense.
All right. Yeah, it's like I said, it's like you said, it's a daycare center. So, but anyway,
well,
you know, they're not.
At least
I'm
we'll.
really thought about turning it back into a house. But anyway.
Do you have any other properties that you'd consider selling?
No.
Okay.
Not right now. I've had some out in Wyoming, but I'm not selling.
Well, I don't want to waste too much of your time, buddy. When I get off the phone, I'll email you with Courtney's info, and she'll run some numbers today and reach out in the next day or so.
Okay, that works.
All right, buddy.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you. All right, guys. So you never know what you're going to get when you have a just sold call. So basically, it's very open. We just called. Buddy owns a property. A while back, he built a house on it. Now it's an active daycare, so it's just a property. He said if we can get him $500,000, he'd consider selling. So one of our agents will run the numbers. If the numbers make sense, she'll reach out to him and see what we can do in business. So So far in this call session, guys, we did 2 warm leads, 1 from a for sale by owner, 1 from a just sold call. I'm going to do the admin side of things here, and I will go ahead and probably end this live session. May come back. Oh, at 10:15, 1:15, 1:15 East Coast time, we're going to do a live coaching call. One of my students that is in my program that absorbs a lot of my content, been in the business about 7 months. He's starting to have some success setting appointments up for himself. And so we're going to talk to him, kind of check in, see where he is, and give him some pointers. And we're going to do that live. And there's a link that I posted for that. Or you can go to my page and look at the events and go ahead and RSVP for that. That's at 10:15. So that's in about, an hour and a half. So we're going to do a live call with that as well. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Have a great last day of September.